Hello, everybody. It's Dave Neal, stand-up comic, host of Bachelor Nation News, and we've got Aven apologizing to Olivia. Oh boy, this is a wild story. We shared this story a couple days ago. It actually really took off, and we're going to dive into it. A few days ago, we shared the wild post-show brawl, which many were considering to be more interesting than the actual show itself. Aven said, "Give a night one elimination some meaningless screen time, and they start to think they can just say anything." And the audience is now saying anything and everything, and it led him to apologize. So we're going to get into that right now. Now, I'm not going to share any spoilers, but it's interesting that Aven would jump into this fight that was happening between Olivia and Kylie. So we'll get into that. And here's his apology right here. Now, he didn't offer like some wild apology statement. He just shared on his post from yesterday, lessons learned. Cheers to 30. What lessons are those? Well, somebody named Shanna said, Aven, I don't know you, and I'm not involved in any of the sticky situations of paradise occurrences. What the hell does that mean? But your tweet that many are talking about was truly mean. I am such a big fan of yours. I'm torn. And his response was, I apologized for it, and it was very out of character, and I'm sorry. Now, I'll be the first one to tell you this. I don't care for public apologies. I think it's stupid. I think audiences that take offense to what somebody says to someone else is stupid, right? This is between him, Olivia, Kylie, and all of them. Whatever. If he doesn't want to apologize, then people can judge him for that, but he can do what he wants to do, right? I think it's also strange that someone would say they're a big fan of his. I only say that because we didn't really get to see much of him, even though he was a finalist on Rachel's season of The Bachelorette. I mean, am I wrong here? He came out after the final rose, and I guess what some are saying, did Bachelor's version of cuckolding, which, I mean, it's technically a different term here, but he walked onto the set and asked Rachel to go on a date and walked her off while Tino sat there twiddling his thumbs. Now, I don't blame Aven. I never have, because I believe that to be sort of a fabrication from, the production. But I will say this. I don't know if Aven realized how well liked Olivia really is. I shared this on our video, which was then shared by The Rose Noir, which I suggest everyone go follow on Instagram. I did their podcast recently. They said, this is a bouquet of flowers to live. We haven't seen this level of iconic on the beach since Ashley Iconetti herself. The iconic Iconetti. That would have been a good podcast, right? Iconic Iconetti. From her well-executed narration to her transparency in all of her on-the-beach connections to the looks on looks, her charm and charisma are undeniable. This clip from our great friend Dave Neal echoes our sentiment. I'll just play this clip because I truly mean every word I said about Liv and why she's getting so much screen time on the beach. Have a listen. And my point being is that Olivia is an icon. Olivia is a catch. Olivia is out screen timing multiple people. She is essentially carrying the show from a narrator's standpoint. She has taken away Bartender Wells' job with her sound bites. She's articulate. She's funny. And I got to say this. I got to say this about humor. We often mistake humor for the ease of which it comes off the tongue, but it is not something that's easy to do. It requires high levels of intelligence. It requires high levels of ability to read the room and the environment. And I have to say this about Olivia. Just from watching the show, I would, if this was like a show like Survivor, I would highly bet on someone like Olivia. Yeah, you'd bet on her because she knows what she's doing. She reads the room. Now, some criticisms of Olivia would be that, and I believe someone already left this comment. I might not be able to find it, but one criticism of Olivia was that she puts all of her energy into how the women are treating her and should just realize if a guy's just not that into her. Now, I could say this about Liv. You can have two truths, right? She can realize the guy's not that into her, but she can also realize someone like Kylie, who maybe she thought was friends with her on the beach, actually was working behind the scenes to get people to break up with her. So this is what she posted that encouraged Aven to respond. Will shows interest in me and kisses me. Kylie messes it up once she catches wind. John Henry shows interest in me and we are together. Kylie encourages Kat to mess it up. Anyone else sensing a pattern? So a person on the outside might look at this and say, hey, these guys just aren't into you, which might have been true. I mean, they might have been into her. Obviously, they were, everyone's into everyone on the beach. They're all good-looking people. But then Kylie responds, I owe you nothing. I'm loyal to my actual friends. Have a great night. And then Liz says, is that why you just called me twice to tell me that? Or was it going to be the fake pageant voice where you pretend that's not what really went down? Oh, burn. And somewhere in this comment section, Aven responds. I don't know if he deleted it or not. I wasn't able to find it. But then again, it's a Wednesday. I didn't try too hard. Oh, Dave, you're not working hard? I'm mailing it in for you today. I got to be honest, whether I try really hard or whether I mail it in, generally the audience likes me for what I am. And so you're getting mailed in, Dave. Leave a comment. Is anyone else mailing it in at work today? All of us mailing it in. Let's unite. I'm literally propping up the postal service by all the mail I'm sending in today. All right. And then someone commented, which was kind of probably a pretty well-measured sentiment. To be honest, Olivia, you do tend to hulk out on the girl instead of realizing the man is probably just not your person. Just saying, Kylie went out with Will and you bad-talked her down to her boots. Honey, you should have kind of seen the Kat John Henry endorsement coming. All right, well, that's an interesting perspective. And you could look at this a million different ways. It's tough to break it all down because we only see what they want us to see. Olivia does a great job as narrator, but that doesn't mean that everyone else wasn't given the same opportunity. I just think they really enjoy her sound bites. If I was a producer and I had the chance to hear between Olivia, who's got the nails going on, and she's sexy and she's calling it as it is, and she's really, exuberant, versus Aven, who, what works well in good relationships is that he's kind of vanilla. And hey, that's not a knock. I love vanilla. Vanilla is not plain, right? Would you rather have vanilla ice cream or plain ice cream? You want vanilla yogurt or plain yogurt? They're very different. Just because vanilla is white doesn't mean it's plain. But anyway, if anyone wants to send me some vanilla ice cream, I won't turn it down. It's better when you got the little vanilla beans built in, just to know that it's got some extra context. Throw an Oreo in there, put it on top, whipped cream, caramel. Who pronounces it caramel? My wife pronounces it caramel. I want to leave her every time I hear her. Want some caramel? No. Caramel or get out of here. Okay. What are we talking about? So we're mailing it in. So anyway, that's when Aven responded. It says you're unable to view this post because this account owner limits who can view their post. That's very interesting. And she said, I was unaware you had to make it past night one to call a spade a spade. Oh, does that mean Aven? Oh, so this is her response to Aven. And by the way, I'm not saying he's blocking me. I like Aven. I'm indifferent to Aven, but I got to give you my opinion on things. And I obviously, since he said now he's apologized, he was in the wrong. Look, you just got to be careful when you're slamming people. You got to know what side of the story you're on. This is a battle I face as a comedian when you're on stage. If I'm on stage and someone heckles me, I can respond with enough force to make them look stupid and to win over the crowd. Now, if someone heckles me and they're like, "Oh, you suck," and I'm like, "Yeah, I hope your mom dies in a fiery asteroid accident," it's like, whoa, hold on, and maybe that's so obnoxious that it's funny, but you have to know when you sort of outpunt your coverage here. And Aven did just that. He was like, "Oh, that's all you get, you night one loser." No, he didn't say, "You're a loser." He didn't say it like that, but an audience sees that and goes, "Why is she not allowed to share her opinion? Because she was not seen as a longer term woman for Zach Shall Cross." Like, that's what it comes down to, right? She might have been a finalist on another season. She's a catch. She's a great opinion, beautiful. Yeah, she's got a lot going for her. Whether or not that's reciprocated on the beach, I mean, would she do better on a show like Too Hot to Handle? Probably. Would she do better? I mean, Paradise, she's definitely better on Paradise than she would have been for The Bachelor, but there might be shows, even like F-Boy, where she would be fantastic because it has a little bit more, you hate to say rhythm, but there is something about The Bachelor that is kind of boring. It's like a waltz, and Bachelor in Paradise is more like you're starting to have a good dance there, but some shows like F-Boy, in the Netflix dating shows are just cooler, sexier shows, if that makes sense. So either way, I'm unable to view the post. I wonder if that means he's blocked me. The night one elimination comment is tired of being used. Find new content, she says. And then we pull up his response, and that has 41,000 views. So for someone with just a few thousand followers, everybody's watching what she has to say there. Very interesting stuff. Now, I wanted to share with you actually a separate topic here while we have a couple minutes. This is Gary Turner reacting to Colton Underwood jumping the fence. I would love to see Gary react to more things as a stately gentleman, for him to look at this and be like, wow, that's jumping the fence. That we don't do that in pickleball, Like, here, let's have a watch.
Wait. Oh, hell no.
I'm done with this.
I can relate. Whoa.
Did you watch this, Tasha? Oh, so this is Gary Turner giving us the reactions we all needed. Ash Talks Batch commented, this delivered. All right, here we go.
I'm sensing a big finale coming.
Colton!
Let me tell Gary Turner something. He goes, I'm sensing a big finality coming. Gary, wait till you react to the actual Colton Underwood story. So, okay, let's finish here, and then we'll finish the story for Gary.
Oh. Colton, hold on. Wait. Oh, hell no.
You just jumped the fence.
Ah, hell no.
Is there a button that opens the gate?
Pretty athletic move, though. I gotta say that. Oh, he gone.
He hopped the fence. And
Come
took off. I
on,
didn't see which way
Chris.
he
A
went.
little harder here. Work a little more.
Colton! We're out in the middle of nowhere.
No, you're not.
Colton! Holy. He is gone.
He's gone. Sometimes I felt like I should do a Colton during my series, but, you hang in there. The rewards are way better than being lost in the middle of nowhere. Hold on.
Now imagine if I told him the rest of the story. Not only did he try to escape in some random countryside in Portugal, or wherever it is, he then went on to date Cassie Randolph, and after she broke up with him, he placed a tracking device under the trunk of her car, which her younger brother discovered duct taped there. She got a restraining order against him, temporary, and then when it was time to actually go to court and present evidence, they settled out of court. But wait, there's more. Then he comes out of the closet and says, you know what, I actually like men, and Netflix rewards him with a series, and then he marries a guy that used to be a political consultant for Barack Hussein Obama. Isn't that a wild ending to the story there, Gary Turner? Bet you didn't see that one coming. It actually is probably more interesting than that. He was going, okay, whatever. We don't need to get into the rest of it. You heard it here first, folks. Okay, there's Gary Turner. Let's protect him. Build that wall around Gary Turner to protect him, because he is an absolute icon in the Bachelor community. And tonight on CMT, I believe, or maybe it was last night, I don't really know, I don't watch it, but apparently he's a presenter. Can we get Gary Turner to be like the lovable dad on the red carpets for all these events? Would you watch that? I would. All right, I hope you enjoyed mailing it in. We'll be back with more content right after this.